Hello everyone, welcome back to Let's Learn and I'm Kartika. If you are new to this channel, please subscribe to the channel and click the bell icon to get the latest notification. So in this video, we'll be discussing about business environment. So we are starting with business environment and in this video, we'll be discussing microenvironment and macro environment. Okay, so let's start the video. So what is a business environment? Let's first find out what is a business environment. Business environment is defined as aggregate of all conditions, events or influence that surrounded and affect the business. Okay, so we can say business environment is the surrounding of the business which affect the functioning of the business organization. So we can sum it up as say business environment is a sum or collection of all internal and external factors such as employees, customer needs, expectations, supply, demand, management, client, suppliers, owners, activities by government, etc. Combined it all. So business environment are all those surrounding which can be internal or external surrounding which affect the function of a business organization. So that is the term known as business environment. Okay. So we can say these factors affect the function of a company and how a company works directly or indirectly. Now let's see a definition given by Bayard or Wheeler. Okay, so according to him, the total of all things external to firm and industries which affect their organization and operation is termed as business environment. That is, a business environment is a total of all things external to firm and industries which affect the organization and its operation. Okay. So now let's see the features of business environment. So the first feature is that the totality of all forces that are external to and beyond the control of individual business. So business environment are external forces which are beyond the control of an individual business organization. Second, we can say environment forces differ from country to country. As I told you, these are the surroundings of a business organization. So the surroundings of a business organization will differ from country to country. It will not be the same. Then sociological environment affect and gets affected. So sociological environment also get affected. That is, the changes in sociological environment also affect the performance of the company or the function of the company. Then political and economic environment is interrelated. In every business organization, the political environment of that country, the economic environment of the country also affect the function of a business organization. Then it is complex. As we all know, business environment consists of external and internal factors affecting, and there are so many factors which are external and internal. So it is a complex system. So we can say business environment is a complex. Then it is dynamic. As I told you, it changes from time to time. That is, customer preference changes from time to time. The government rules and regulation changes from time to time. The climate, demographic factors changes from time to time. Political factors changes from time to time. So for considering the case of a business environment, its surrounding are very dynamic. That is, it changes from time to time. So these are the major features of a business environment. Okay. So now let's move on and see the significance of business environment. Okay, so the first significance is customer focus. Business environment are always customer focused. That is, we can say environmental understanding makes the management sensitive to the changing needs and expectations of consumers. As we all know, if the consumers' preference change, we have to change the product accordingly to make it a suitable product for them, for the customers. So we can say, for example, Hindustan Lever and several other FMCG companies launched small sachet of shampoo and other products realizing the wishes of customers. This move helped the firms to increase its sale. So according to the changes and preference of the customer, the firm will also have to change its production. Okay, that is, the companies also started producing sachets of shampoos and other products for helping attracting more customers to their company. Then strategy formulation. Environmental monitoring provides relevant information about the business environment. Such information serves as the basis for strategy making. As we all know, there is a big competition in business world. So in order to meet the competition, we have to be prepared, and for that preparation we need to make a better good strategy, and this understanding the environment will help us form a good strategy. That is, when we understand the business environment, we'll be knowing the opportunities, we'll be knowing the threats, so that will help us to form a better strategy. Okay, so we can say, for example, ITC realized that there is a vast scope for growth in travel and tourism industry in India, and the government is keen to promote the industry because of its environment potential. With the help of the knowledge, ITC planned new hotels both in India and abroad. So, what the ITC company did, ITC company studied the business environment. They found out that the government is promoting this tourism, and there is a like gain very high scope for the growth of travel and tourism in India. So they started to build hotels in India and also in abroad. So that is how they grabbed their opportunity. That is a strategy they formulated only because of understanding the business environment. So business environment indirectly helps in making better strategy formulation. Okay. Then comes public image. Okay, a business firm can improve its image by showing that it is sensitive to environment and responsive to aspirations of public. That is, leading firms like Reliance Industries, ICICI Bank, and others have built good image, that is good reputation, by being sensitive and responsive to environmental forces. So that is how can they be sensitive and created public image. They can do quick responses, they can do like very ethical cooperative social responsibilities. Environmental understanding enables the business to be responsive to their environment. By being that responsive, by being sensitive, it can build a public image among the public. Okay, so next one is continuous learning. So as we already said, that this business environment is very vast and is very dynamic. So continuous learning is very important to understand the business environment because it changes from time to time. So environmental analysis serves as a broad-based and ongoing education for business executives. It keeps them in touch with the changing scenario so that they never are caught unaware. That is, we should be always aware of our surroundings. Okay, so with the help of environmental learning, managers can react in appropriate manner and grab the opportunities. Okay, so we can say business environment leads to continuous learning. Okay, then next one is giving directions for growth. The interaction with the environment leads opening up new frontiers for growth for the business firms. As I told you, it will help to grab the opportunities and also let us be prepared for the threats coming in. So it enables the business to identify the areas for growth and expansion of their activities, and thus gives a direction for company's growth. Then changing agent. Business leaders as agents of change, they create a drive for change at the grassroots level. In order to decide the direction and nature of change, the leaders need to understand the aspirations of people and other environmental factors. Once they know the other environmental factor, then only they can focus and they will be knowing which direction they should take, which direction will help in achieving the goal. For example, contemporary environment requires prompt decision making and power to people. Therefore, business leaders are increasingly delegating authority to empower their staff and eliminate procedural delays. So these are some of the ways by which business environment helps a business organization. Okay, so these are the significance. So we learned about 5 significant. First one is customer focus, then comes strategy formulation, then comes public image, then continuous learning, giving directions for growth, and finally changing agent. Okay, so we discussed what is a business environment, we discussed its factors, we discussed its significance. I hope it's clear till now. If you have any doubt, please put it in the comment section below. Okay, so now let's see the scope of business environment. Okay, so business environment can be classified into two as internal and external. Okay, internal and external environment. And external environment is again classified as macro environment and micro environment. Okay, so Business environment is classified into two as external environment and internal environment. External environment is further classified as microenvironment and macroenvironment. So what is external environment? External environment is the surrounding or environment which is outside the business organization, which is completely outside the business organization. What is our internal business environment? Internal business environment is the internal, okay, that is what is happening inside the business organization, that is with the employees, that is with the management, okay. And in external it comes with suppliers, all that other external. Then what is micro and macro? Okay, in external environment it is classified into macro and micro, and micro is that is very much close to the internal, but still it's an external environment. What is a macro environment? Which is very far, which is very distant from a business organization. Okay, so we can learn each of the terms one by one. Okay, so before going into that, let's see the components of business environment. So what are the components? As we know, we have classified the business environments external and internal. External environment helps in finding out the opportunities and threats for the business. Internal organization will help in understanding the strength and weakness of the organization. So there is a SWOT. We all know SWOT, that is strength, weakness, opportunities and threat. Okay, so external environment helps in opportunity and threat. So this is for external environment, what external environment helps the business, and strength and weakness is by internal environment. Internal environment will help us in the strength and weakness of the organization. So these are the components of a business organization. I hope it's clear. Okay, so now let's see internal environmental factors. So as I told you, these are the factors which are within the organization, inside the organization. Okay, these are controllable factors. That is, a business organization to an extent can control these factors. First one is human resource. That is the employees present in the organization. Whatever problem the employees are facing, the management, the organization can ask them, can communicate them and help them, by which the human resource become very strong, which helps in growing the business organization. Then comes organizational structure, whether we are having a line organization, whether we are having a foreman. So different organizational structures are there. So that is also a part of internal environment. Then comes shareholders and management. Shareholders and management are the important factor in a business organization, and they are internal factors. Then financial capability. Okay, if an organization has like adequate finance, they don't need to worry, they can function smoothly. But if they do not have a financial capability, they are running continuous loss, then there is a problem and they have to sort it out. So financial capability will also affect the business. Then marketing capability. If the product is very good, but they are not able to market it properly, people are not going to buy it. So marketing capability should also be very important. Then operation capability, research and development, that is continuous improvement in the product should be there for attracting the customer, to keeping the customers. Then organizational climate, what the atmosphere, how the relation between employees and management are there, how the relation between employees and shareholders, management and shareholder, will all affect the functioning of a business organization. So these are all the internal factors or internal environment factors. So internal environment factors consist of all those factors which are within, which are inside the organization, such as human resource, marketing capability, operational capability, financial capability, organizational structure, shareholders and management, research and development, and organizational climate. I hope it's clear. Okay, now let's see external environmental factors. Okay, so these are consist of all factors which are outside the organization, and it is classified into two, as I told you, micro and macro. So what's a micro environment? So according to Philip Kotler, the microenvironment consists of factors of company's immediate environment. Okay, they're outside the business organization, but they're immediate. Okay, that is where they're near. So that is a micro environment that will affect the performance of the company. Then what is a macro environment? According to William F. Gluck, in environment consists of external factors which consistently bring opportunities and threat to the business firm. Okay, they are like outside, completely outside the business firm, but their factors will affect the function of a business organization. Okay, so let's see what are the factors in microenvironment. Microenvironment consists of suppliers, customers, market intermediaries, and public. Okay, so like as I told you, microenvironment is just outside the business organization. Like suppliers are the main source. If suppliers are not there, not proper enough, then we'll not be getting proper raw materials, will not be like timely production will not happen. So the suppliers are very important. Customers, if the customers preference taste changes, we have to change the product accordingly to attract them. Then market intermediaries, that is the wholesaler, retailers, advertising, all affect the business organization. The changes which occurs in each of these factors will affect the production of the business environment, business organization. Then comes the public. Okay, so suppose if the public does not feel that the company is good or the products produced by that company is good, then they won't be purchasing that product. They won't be supporting that company, right? So according to changes in suppliers, changes in customers, changes in market intermediate, it will all affect the functioning. It will all affect the operation of the business. Okay, so that is why we need to know the business environment and we need to act accordingly to capture it. Then now let's see what comes under macro environment. First one is economic environment, political environment, government factors, legal environment, social environment, socio-cultural environment, demographic environment, natural environment, technological environment, and labor environment. So there are mainly 10 factors coming under the macro environment. So these are like a big topics. We need to go deep into them to learn what is economic environment, to learn what is political environment. So I will be taking our next session for these 10 points. That is for macro environment. I will be taking a separate video. Okay, so till now we discussed what is the business environment. We discussed the features, significance, scope, components, and like micro environment and macro environment and factors of micro and macro environment. Also we discussed about the internal environment. Okay, so that's all for today. If you like the video, give it a big thumbs up and also share this channel to all commerce students you know. And if you like to have any particular video or a topic, video on a particular topic, you can please comment it down. And also please give your precious feedback under the comment section below. And for more commerce video, keep watching Let's Learn. Thank you.